You know, even though I am excited for the next iPhone release this September 2021, my eyes are locked in at the potential release of the iPad mini 6. Here are the reasons why. Hey guys, James here and this is Tech M.N.O. As you may know, I've been using an iPad mini 5 as my editing machine from the start until this very moment for this channel. Also, I already shared with you all the things I love and don't love about the iPad mini 5 in my almost 1-year review a couple of months ago. But as a refresher, the things I really don't love are the lightning port of the mini 5 and its chunky top and bottom bezels. And if you're a techie or a fan of the smallest iPad in the lineup like me, maybe you're caught up with the rumors swirling around about the new iPad mini 6 with its new redesign. So in this video, we will dive into it, weigh into those rumors, the reasons why it's about damn time for a refresh on the iPad mini 6, and why I'm more excited about it compared to the iPhones. But before we dive into it, make sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon to get you notified when a brand new video will come out. And don't forget to follow me on my social media accounts at TechM.N.O. And finally, I have a fair warning to you that some features I will mention here will or will not be in the final product. So take this with a grain of salt and don't expect too much. So without further ado, let's jump into our video. Let's start with the design. According to some rumors, the new iPad mini will sport the same boxy, flat-edge design that we saw right now on the much expensive iPad Pro and the much recent release, the new iPad Air 4. There's also alleged case mold surface on Twitter that claim it's for the iPad mini 6 and that are aligned also with other reports. Compared to the iPad 7th Gen that received a slightly major upgrade by having a much larger screen from 10.7 inches to 10.2 inches, the potential new iPad mini 6 really needs a refresh design change because the iPad mini 5's design is so old now, it looks like the first generation way back in 2012, and the other changes we saw are just like minor, like laminated display and the addition of Apple Pencil first generation. If all these rumors are true and we got this at the Apple event, this could be the evolution we really asked for the mini for years now. Alright, now let's talk about the display. Since the design will borrow from the mini's bigger iPad Pros, we will now say goodbye to the big forehead and chin of the previous generation, and we will say hello to a symmetrical border of the display screen to the chassis a la iPad Air. But the predicted screen size is a little bit confusing and contradicting at the moment because some leaks are giving different numbers. So let's just say with the average prediction of 8.4 inches, it's just 0.5 inches bigger than the current 7.9 inches that we had on the Mini 5, and I'm good with that, to be honest. Because in the first place, Apple really built the iPad mini to be its smaller sibling to the iPad Air. So it makes sense that the 8+ inch mark for the mini is the sweet spot. And if it's more than 9 inches, it will be in a very weird position. Now, maybe you're wondering if the iPad mini 6 will no longer have Touch ID because the forehead and chin is gone. Don't worry, home button is not gone. Don't worry, okay? Touch ID won't be gone here according to some leak reports. Touch ID will be in its new location and it's in the power button now, similar to the setup to the iPad Air 4. To be honest, I really like when manufacturers put the fingerprint scanner to the home button just like on my Android phones. And thanks to its small size, in my honest opinion, it's not quite hard to unlock your iPad because you won't stretch out your finger just to authenticate and unlock your device. Now let's talk about the one feature that I'm really excited and eagerly waiting to have on the mini, according to some rumors and its inclusion for the iPad mini 6, the USB Type-C port. I repeat, USB Type-C. You got that? Alright. I really wish that this is true because it's really the damn time to have this port compared to the already OG Lightning port. Don't get me wrong, Lightning ports have a fast charger option, reversible, and have support for dongles, but the USB-C port takes it two notches up higher and it's much more universal and powerful than the old Lightning port. It can read multi-hubs that consists of an HDMI port for monitors, SD card, SSDs, and headphone jack that you can use simultaneously at the same time. Let's talk about the Apple Pencil on the Mini 6. Leak reports suggest that the iPad Mini 6 will also have a mini version of the Apple Pencil that of course will be purchased separately. While some reports are saying that the current Apple Pencil 2 is still compatible, the problem is when you stick it magnetically on the side of the device, the pencil is much taller and it may cause damage. So that's their solution to it, and leak photos also show that they'll make it more glossy than making it matte, which is, for me, a wrong move. Okay, I really wish it will end up on the matte one so that I can have, or the person will use it, have a stronger grip on the pencil. Now we will go to the cameras. On the rear camera, I'm expecting an upgraded camera like it's on the Air 4, but if it's the same as the previous generation, I don't mind it at all because I don't use it to take pictures. Yeah, and there's that. Also, the case mold leak shows it will have a quite large hole below the camera, suspecting it's a flash. But other renders show the Mini 6 will not have a flash, but just a mic hole there. The front camera, on the other hand, I think I'm not expecting to have an upgrade to it, still at 7 megapixels. But if Apple decided to upgrade that, it will be a welcome addition. Before I give you my prediction price for the Mini 6, let's tackle the other things that could be or couldn't be present on the latest iteration. Leaks show that it will only support dual speaker setup and not a quad speaker one. I'm not that shocked by it, but I'm kinda expecting that because there is no additional space to put that on device according to CAD renders. On the storage options, I really wish that Apple will get rid of the 64GB option for the iPad Mini 6 and start with the 128GB now and 256GB maximum. For real, 64GB is so small now for today's standards. And this is my dilemma now since I do videos on that particular storage capacity and I need to uninstall some apps just to give some space to my video files. You know, the struggle is real. On the processor, I'm not seeing an M.N.O chip here, but I think it will be another A14 chip. Another contradicting reports are with the addition of a smart connector for the iPad mini. Some are saying they'll have that to put some keyboard support to it, and some saying it won't have. And finally, the colors for the iPad mini 6 will be the same as before with space gray, silver, and gold. I just wish they'll include a fourth color just like on the iPad Air 4. Maybe a blue or green color? We'll see. Alright, let's cap it off with my price prediction for the new iPad mini 6. With its new design, display, and more upgrade features added to it, it's really impossible that they'll sell it for the same price of the iPad mini 5 at $399 for the Wi-Fi model. I really think that the sweet spot for it is around $449 to $549 just to set a little cheap with the base price of the Air 4 at $599. But if it's $599 or more, that may be a little bit questionable in my honest opinion here. So, what are your thoughts on the possible release and redesign for the iPad mini 6? Will you upgrade to it once available or you want to check reviews first? Hopefully I can upgrade to it as much as possible. And before you go, you can check out all of my coverage of the iPad mini and my accompanying accessories on the playlist right here. Or if you want to see my previous videos, you can check out right there also. Again, my name is James and I'll see you guys on the next one.